Welcome to the first series on an individual game on my channel. We are going to go through every Elden Ring main boss or remembrance boss in this series, and I'm going to give you tips on how to fight each one and just like their move patterns, what they do, and how to exploit them. First, this is going to be the early game bosses, and I'm also going to tell you a good few starter tips, like on stuff that you should definitely get no matter what your build is, and just tell you good points of locations where you should go explore. But this is Margit, the Fell Omen, and we're going to just go in, and I'm going to tell you a few tips. Like, as you can see, I have not entered his boss arena yet. He is located here on the map, and you get this map by going to the pillar in this little gate here. Our first well tip is going to be after you speak to Melina and the time is at night, you are going to go to the Church of Ele, and someone called Renna, it will be there and will give you some spirit's ashes which can aid you in boss fights. Our second tip is over here in the fog. I haven't been there yet. I will show you this in a minute. Is going to be the Wondrous Physique. I think that's what it's called. But you could put any type of flask in there. I normally use it as an extra heal because I always get hit, which is very common in this game. And then finally, the third tip is always look around for these gold summon signs. They are probably going to be NPCs if they're placed this perfectly. And then yeah, let's get into Margit the Fell Omen. Right before we go into Margit, we are going to grab our Spectral Steed, which if you haven't equipped yet, I would highly recommend it. And we're just going to go this way. We are going to go get the Flask of Wondrous Physique. It might just be called Physic. I don't know. But just follow this trail. It's very simple. Go grab that Grace if you want. We're going to come across an NPC here. You should hear a voice. Yeah. Basically, he's over there somewhere, and I won't tell you what he is because I want you to experience that. But he's morphed as something. Grab this if you want. It's just like a new skill. I'm at nighttime, so there's a boss here, but we won't be fighting him just yet because only like pros know how to do like a glitch on how to kill him. I don't know how to do that. Just jump over these guys, and yes, you do have a double jump on the horse. But basically, you just want to keep following this dirt path until eventually you get to like a church. Also, if you see a whole big golden tree like that, there is normally a boss under it, and I would recommend go checking it out because sometimes you just grab stuff and run away. There's another NPC up there. I've never really done his quest. I never returned to him. Maybe I will do a video on it, on how to do his quest line, if I learn how to do it. You're going to see this troll. This is the final obstacle before the church, but it's just easy to get past him. Just run. It's not that hard. He's just going to spend his time roaring at you, and by the time you're already going to be in the door. Now, I'd recommend getting the grace first and sitting down, because I don't know if he can attack you, but just do it in safe. Just be safe, please. Alright. There's 2 items here. You're going to want to grab both of them, obviously. Sacred Tear. That makes your flasks regenerate more. And here you go. This is what you want. The Flask of Wondrous Physique. This is why I always call it Physique, because it's got a K on the end. And the Crimson Crystal Tear. So once you get different kind of tears and all type of that, you could put them inside of the Physique. I normally just use this one because it's an extra heal, but you do have another spot, and look how much spaces you have. You have a lot of spaces. There is a lot of tiers in this game, and they are normally found under the golden trees. That's why you should go explore them if you don't really like the extra heal. For example, if you're a magic build, you might want some magic tiers. And this is the final thing that I wanted to show you, which applies to all builds. And now let's go fight Margit. That is the starter tips done. So let's just go into Margit and fight him. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to die because I am severely underleveled. I am level 9. I'd recommend being level 15 to 20 or even higher is better. Grab this if you want. I've never used it in my life. Summon in Sorcerer Roger, and if you did get the thing from Renna, who reveals her name is Rani, then you will have the Spirit Ashes to help you alongside. I'd recommend the Wolves. Oh my god, how much bloodstains are there? See, this is what I'm going to help you avoid. I'm going to help you avoid being one of those bloodstains. You can watch the cutscene in your own time. Right, so you majoritarily, for this boss, you want to be rolling backwards. You do spawn closer to him on your first time though, I do want to point that out. But you want to make sure his focus isn't on you. You want it to be on Roger or the wolves. Another tip is to stay behind him. Roll to the sides and backwards, and if he leaps at you, which he will eventually, you're going to roll into him. See, he's focused on Roger, so I could just... I was going to stab him myself, Roger, but that's fine. Right. You see, he would have done that at me if I continued to attack him, so I would have rolled into him there. Okay, that's my wolf's gone. Just keep kind of like rolling backwards. Now I'm alone, I can show you his attacks. Roll into him. There you go. Always save a bit of stamina to roll back. I did not. Roll into him. 2 attacks. Roll back. Heal. And look, I got my Wondrous Physique, so if I ever run out my Crimson Tears, I can use that as well. So I have 3 heals instead of 2. That's why you should get it. Look at my small damage, that's because I'm severely underleveled. Oh. I didn't want to go for the attack, so I rolled backwards instead. If you're playing on PlayStation, L2 to do your skill, only use it when he's like stunned or very slow. Like after this would be perfect. I made a huge mistake there. Do not roll into him when he has his sword and stick. I have no more flask left, so I'm just gonna go for the attack now. There you go. But look how much damage I done to him with those tips, and I'm at the bottom level. If you were level 15 to 20, I would have beaten him up so hard that he probably would never be able to respawn. That's my first death. But look how close I got. Just follow these tips. They actually work. It surprises me how well they work. But then, hopefully this helped you. Let's move on to the next boss, whose name is Godric the Grafted. I just remembered something really good. If you're making your way to Godric the Grafted, and yes, I did have a little, just a tiny bit of a level up. Just jump off that where the bricks are laying off the edge, and you get onto this building. Then you just jump across here, walk across here. And if you're just following my route, this is actually such an easy way to get to Godric the Grafted. If you went the hidden way, that is. But now, don't run across there, because you're going to get this grace as a checkpoint. Just use it as a checkpoint. You may die, you may not, but you'll die after you get the grace. All you have to do is just touch it. You don't have to sit it. But if you get lucky enough to do, please do. Like that. That's very lucky. But after that, you sit down or respawn, just collect your runes, and run up here and just spam. If you watched my stamina video, you will know how to conserve your stamina throughout this. Duck behind here, regain it, just keep running again. And you're going to go under his legs. I forgot to roll. And look, that's the boss gate right there. You've just skipped the whole of Stormville Castle. I don't know if it was intentional or not, of the creators. Probably was intentional. It's a bit too perfect. And then just sit at the grace, and then you're at Godric the Grafted. This is Godric the Grafted boss. But first, there should be a summon sign over there. But you've got to find the NPC. What you're going to do is... I don't know if you need to kill these guys. You might have to. There's also a golden tree over here if you want your seed. But that doorway over there is where you're going to get the NPC. And you're just going to run in here. And before you talk to her, kill every enemy that runs in here. So you could talk to her without accidentally hitting her. I think that's it. This is the NPC, just talk through her. Just keep... Yeah, just get rid of her conversation until she starts repeating herself. There you go, now she's repeating what she said. So you can't really fast travel here, so you're just gonna run back. That was the most clean roll I've done this playthrough. I did not need to do this. Just run. He's a bit quicker than you. Oh, because I'm not running. And when you sit at the grace, I just heard the sound. She should be there. And there you go. You have someone like Rogier again. See? Nefeli Lu. Perfect. Now, we can get started with the boss. Godric the Grafted has to be one of my favourite bosses in this game. Because of just how... I just love his moveset. You're going to wait for her to summon him because they could take a varied amount of time. It's not always the same. Nefeli Lu. There you go. That should be good enough. Watch this cutscene. I would recommend being level 20 to 30. You're going to summon your guy because he won't be able to reach you yet. Now, his axe is what you're going to have to watch out for in the first phase. Again, if he charges at you, charge at him. Stand back if he does his whirlwind attack. It's basically just Margit again. but different. If he does that axe attack, you're either going to have to roll or just step back. I'm trying to explain his attacks before I show you, because I haven't played this game in a long time. Mostly you're going to have to roll backwards with this guy. But if he does charge at you like that, you have to roll into him. Always abuse the moment you get when he gets stunned like that. Right, when he does this, you can get damage, but if you're not strong, I recommend just staying back. Because that would happen to you. Now, watch this. Run all the way back and stand in this corner right here. The fire will never hit you. Now you can go. Now he's probably gonna... I was gonna say leap at you, but he's doing this attack, which you just roll to the side for. Now run at him. Oh, I didn't roll. You were meant to run at him, then roll forward. Make him take aggro on Nefeli. Roll backwards if he does a slash. Roll. There you go. Now you've avoided it. Watch out for his grab attack, because if you want to see what happens, that's what happens. Oh, I never knew you needed to stand back when you done it. He does do three attacks with that stomp attack. Oh, I ran out of magic. This is why you don't get grabbed. I should survive this. Right. Now I'm gonna just go quiet for a bit, see if I can kill him. Maybe not, because he does have a lot of health and I'm alone with no magic. How did that hit me? Damn it. But look, if you do that, you can get him that low. And just make sure you're over leveled, because I am not that high of a level. I'm just doing this so I can show you what you need to do. I'm not replaying the game for fun. I'm doing this for you. But anyway, that's how you are meant to fight Godric. I remember I did one playthrough where I killed him with a rapier. I have no clue how I done that. That must have been when I was good at the game. But anyway, yeah. The next boss is Red Wolf of Radagon, which is in a new area, but I have some stuff to show you before that. Right, we're going to be fighting the Red Wolf of Radagon, but just as a notice, I am in New Game Plus because it just saves me so much more time, and I'm still technically showing you how to beat the bosses. And this is Liurnia of the Lakes. I don't really like this area that much, but I'm just going to quickly point out some stuff on the map, which you should definitely go to. And I do have the full map unlocked, so this will make it easier for me to show you where to go. Right. So in order to get into the castle, you're going to have to get the key, which is located here on the map. There you go, just in case you need to pause it. And I would recommend going to Carrier Manor, which is up here. You get up here from over like this section, and then you just go across the path into the castle. This will take you to Rani, and if you're an intelligence build, go seek Rani. It will help you, I promise. And the final thing is, where is it? Yeah, right, go to the artist's shack, because there's an enemy roughly here which drops a lightning bolt if you're a faith build, because faith is what you need to wield it. And you go here, and there's some graves which you can actually see on the map here, where you just jump down and then you survive. And if I didn't mention in Caelid, if you speak to D, the hunter, which is over here, after killing this boss or another death boss, you get a gravestone here which teleports you all the way up here, which is a great farming spot early on. And if you have a weapon which does bleed damage, go over here to just slice up a dragon's leg. So get behind the dragon, go to his leg, just slash him up, you get so much runes. Other than that, I'm just going to do a transition to where I'm outside the Red Wolf of Radagon's boss room. Right, here we go, Red Wolf of Radagon. We are not at his boss gate yet, but we are close, because that's the closest grace to it. You're just going to run up here, then they're not going to hit you. Other than these guys, you actually do have to be careful with these guys. I'd recommend going up this way, so you don't run into him. And there you go, you're completely unscathed. And that doesn't even come down to an overpowered thing. That just comes down to dodging. But spawn in your summon, and he's gonna jump at you, so you're gonna roll into him. This boss was one of the bosses I found more easy, but you're just gonna have to choose on where to roll. Whether it's left or right, or it's forward. You don't really need to roll backwards that much. Now, just so I can explain it to you, I'm going to let my mimics here handle this. Like, look, just roll left. Well, he didn't roll left because he can't. But he's just got loads of sweep attacks and attacks where he launches at you. So just roll into him and then roll to the side of him. I'm actually going to call my mimics here back because he is overpowered. Now he's going to focus on me. I didn't roll forward. And if you need some HP, wait for it to do that, then just do that and then roll. I still have my Wondrous Physique heal, even if I'm this over leveled, it just works so well. So my main tip for you on this boss, just roll forward and then you kill him. Your only problem in this boss fight is going to be healing. Now it's time for Renala. Renala time. I'm going to get this Grace because sometimes she does kill me. That was one of the easier bosses. Renala, I would say, is an easy boss too, if you're like melee build. If you're magic, it's kind of hard because she does dodge. But we're not here just for the bosses. I'm going to be giving you a tip here on how to get to the boss. You're going to run, and you're going to hold on the left, and then you're going to run to the right, and then it just bounces away from you. And now you're just going to keep running up the right. And then when it spawns, hold here. Oh, it's already gone. I thought it dropped away closer. Oh, yes, my little friend. I hate this guy so much. He is going to parry you. I might need to watch my own videos. I don't know how I fell for that. What am I actually going to do? So I'm going to do this. So he can't parry me. You're just going to spam your skill against this guy because he can't really parry skills. I don't think he's that advanced. And you get a nice little shield if you are a shield guy. I'm not really. If you want a really good weapon, I would definitely recommend using the Bloodhound's Fang. Some of these weapons are DLC based, by the way, so if you don't have the DLC, don't bother trying to look for them. Right, this is the weapon that I used throughout the whole game and when I was getting the platinum. And a good one that I did use was Madakes Black Blade for dragons because of its attack. I could just show you. You get this after a boss, I'm going to show you later on in the game. But if a dragon is just standing still, that obliterates them. However, the weapons I'm using right now, the one in my right hand called Euphoria, is from the DLC Shadow of the Earth Tree. And the one on my left hand is found just in the next area, over on the church, after you do a certain quest, I think. My armor is the Silver Tier Mask, Albridge Robe, Crucible Gauntlets, and Malekith's Greaves. And these are really good. These are really good talismans. This one you can actually get, which is in Godric's Castle, Stormvale Castle. I would recommend getting that. And I don't know where I don't remember where I got this. And these two I remember where, and I'll show you when we get there. But this is Rinola. This is also, if you don't remember me saying, this is New Game Plus. You will not have half the stuff I have at the time. However, it will be a fair fight because I am similar level to the boss. Right, what you're going to do is find the kid that's singing. You're going to kill a kid. You're going to kill another kid. You're going to avoid, just run around in a circle till you see the guy who's singing. They don't do much damage, even in like the first game. But once you get down, stand back and then just obliterate her. This boss does not have much health. I thought I could get a cheeky little hit on. Oh, okay. The chandelier done the work for me. Oh yeah, the one that is singing is the only one that throws books. That's another tip for the first phase. Even though if you're struggling on the first phase, you might need to level up a bit. That's not the only phase. This is the second phase. Right. Run and roll. There. That's how you do it. You will always take a bit of damage, unless you're actually pretty good at the game. Oh, look, I'm pretty good at the game. That's a surprise. And you and your summon are just going to be attacking her. You want your summon to distract the enemies that she will spawn in. And if my summon does end up doing too well, I will get rid of him. Alright, that's halfway. She should... Yep, there you go. She's obviously got summons of bosses you fought before. Like that is Bloodhound Knight Darryl, which you need to fight for the Bloodhound's Fang. And you're just gonna Just gonna be getting behind her the whole time. This boss isn't that hard. Just stand behind her, and she won't be able to hit you. Get your summon to distract her, and there you go. You're a god at Renala. Now, this is where I'm going to end the first video, because this is an early game boss. This is what I classify as early game. The biggest one that I will do is going to be the next video, which is going to be mid-game bosses. And we're going to do mid-game bosses, which is Magma, Worm, Makar, all the way up to Fire Giants, including Radahn. And then we're going to do endgame bosses, which is Malekith to the final boss. And then we're going to do optional remembrance bosses, like I forgot the name of the dragon that was here, Bragard, Lord of Blasphemy, Melania, and any others. The only exception being Lich Dragon Fortisach, because that's just a normal dragon. I can't really give you any tips on him. And I also just don't remember how to get to him. If you found this helpful and this actually made you beat one of the bosses I showed, leave a subscribe button and maybe a like. And always watch my videos because they are the best. Well, anyway, see you next time. Yeah, see you next video.